Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome in. As you know, notice I may have gotten a little bit of a haircut in the past since the last time I saw you. But I just wanted to welcome you all in to my stream tonight. This is just going to be a fun little hangout. See who we have in here. We got Jess Got Disney. You'll see her in a bit. Paula, welcome in, my friend. And Crazy Mike, we need you to behave tonight, my friend. I know you're kind of crazy, but that's okay. And we have it looks like April Bullis, the lovely April Bullis. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in, Sandy Birdwell. Welcome in. Welcome in. Now, and I have looks like I have Monorail Molly down here too. There she is. Okay, so let's bring in my cohorts for tonight and just have some good clean fun here. Okay, first of all, let's bring in the lovely Jess from Jess Got Disney.
Hi
Jess,
everyone.
welcome in. And the top banana himself, Chris Addington from Addie Family Adventures, and a new face to my Friday stream, the lovely Monorail Molly. Welcome
Hello.
in. And well, I found out that a friend of mine had the day off today, and I asked him if he wanted to join our stream. So I figured,
Oh, this one?
I figured, what the heck? Why not? He's a good guy, and he's got some of the best stories I've ever heard. So let's
Wallace sucks. I play Wallace sucks.
So, how are y'all doing?
You'll see it.
Doing good.
Now, I hear that Jess is can be going to the Orlando area next week.
Yes, I'm going to Orlando for my spring break next week.
So, any recommendations for the young lady?
Doesn't she already live in Florida?
Well, yeah.
That's like living on spring break, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably. Now, for those who may not know, George Cerwillo used to work over at over in the Magic Kingdom area. He worked over at and
Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom and Epcot.
I don't think you did Animal Kingdom too much, did you?
About 4 or 5 times. That was the one park I worked at the least. The others I was at a bunch.
Gotcha. So, any recommendations for Miss Jess here, who's going to Disney World or to Orlando next week?
I've been there many times. I know exactly where to go. I know exactly what we're doing. I'm going to have a lot of fun.
Oh, you better.
Yeah.
But I'm staying at the Gaylord's Palms for the first time. So this
nice.
will be my first time staying there. I've been there for an event, but I never stayed there before.
Gaylord Palms is a beautiful resort.
I know, it's huge.
Now, Molly, I have to ask. I know this is going to be kind of weird.
Uh-oh.
No, not that weird. Where did you come up with the Monorail Molly?
Okay, so the monorail has always been my favorite ride because that is the ride that takes you to the magic. It's the very first ride you get on after you park your car and you get on it. So I've always loved the monorail. It's always been my favorite. And Molly is just a name that my grandma used to call me. So I just added the monorail and the Molly together, and there you have it.
Oh, so that's why it's called Monorail Molly.
Yep. My real name is, here's a secret, my real name is not Molly.
I thought it was Molly. This whole time I thought it was Molly.
Surprise. My real name is Jennifer.
Really?
It is. It's revealed here. You heard it here first.
Wow.
Breaking news. Breaking news. So yeah, about Monorail Molly just was like, my screen name, but not my real name.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's awesome. Now we have at least a couple of coaster enthusiasts on screen here.
Why can't I tell him that? I can do what I want.
Uh-oh. George, yeah, you're one.
Oh, okay.
he was looking for the coaster enthusiast behind him. And Chris tends to pop on over to Kings Island every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm looking
So,
forward to finally getting back there this year.
Oh wow.
After a long time.
Yeah.
This is actually a good map.
so what are your favorite coasters over at Kings Island, both of you?
The Beast.
So Beast is the one that stands out in my mind. It's been 20 years. But
Wow.
yeah, the Beast was amazing. And then the Racer.
20 years. Paramount probably still owned them the last time you were there. Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. The Banshee is pretty cool. So it's I think it broke records as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the longest inverted roller coaster.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's a lot I haven't been on there. We did Flight of Fear, Beast, Racer. The Mine Train.
Adventure Express.
Adventure Express.
Yeah.
Most terrifying ending ever on a coaster.
I tell you what, though, I think Adventure Express probably has the most comfortable seat that any roller coaster I've ever been on, though.
Mm-hmm.
But they finally got rid of the headache. The headache
Yeah.
maker, the Vortex, is gone. So
Yes. Now I did get Vortex too.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those weird ones. I actually like the old Arrow multi-loopers.
wow.
But I'm a height where the shoulder restraints didn't smash my head much. So
Okay. So we rode it. We rode it the last weekend it was open, and I shoved my feet down and pushed my shoulders up, and I didn't get a headache. So at least my last ride was all right. So
there's an old credit that I got at Knott's Berry Farm. That I guess I could say I survived it, and anybody that's been on this one would probably agree that you don't ride it, you survive it. And that's the Togo that Knott's Berry Farm sued over.
Oh,
George, you know what I'm talking about, right? I think the name of it was Windjammer, but everybody called it Head Slammer because
although Kings Island, when I was there, did have a coaster that you definitely survived. It's now buried and gone, but I did get to ride Son of Beast.
Son of Beast, yeah.
Yeah, that was
that was a construction nightmare.
Yeah. It was a riding nightmare.
Yeah, now of course they got also their new coaster Orion with the 300-foot drop.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait till I can drop enough pounds to go on the dive coaster at Knott's Berry Farm Hang Time.
Mm-hmm. Great ride.
Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews of that one. Now, Jennifer, are you a fan of roller coasters or not?
Absolutely. I actually live just about an hour from Cedar Point.
Oh, wow.
So, and I have.
I thought you live in Orlando.
No, I live in Ohio. I'm an hour away from Cedar Point. I'm a season pass holder. So I love coasters. Millennium Force is my favorite. Millennium Force would be my favorite at Cedar Point.
Oh, Steel Vengeance though.
Oof.
Mm.
I could see people liking Steel Vengeance. It kind of shakes me up just a little bit too much. But yeah, it's good. Millennium Force is my favorite.
I really want to go on an RMC so badly.
So you got Twisted Colossus not too far from you.
Yeah, but I haven't been there since they opened Twisted Colossus. So I'm kind of missing out.
Yeah. But the Cedar Point, I'm excited because I get to take my wife and daughter to Cedar Point this summer and introduce them to it. So,
yep, I love everything. I'll ride anything there. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to Cedar Point since I was like 8 years old.
Really?
Yeah, and
I
don't think
make a trip.
the stuff up there is what was there when I was.
Mm-hmm. No, it changes so much even from year to year.
Oh yeah. I mean, Cedar Point is it's the park that Cedar Fair gives the most love to.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always getting new stuff.
Mhm.
Now, Jess,
Yes.
what's your favorite non-Disney coaster?
I have no idea.
Have you been on any non-Disney coasters?
Yes. Are you
Like,
talking about like the Buzz Lightyear ride and all that stuff?
no, I'm talking about non-Disney, meaning like Universal or
Oh,
Busch Gardens.
I've been to Universal because last time I was at Universal was in 2019 and it was for Grad Bash.
oh, did you get to go on the most polarizing coaster in the park there?
I don't
believe-
like roller coasters that go upside down, but I went on all the rides except for oh my god, except for Harry Potter, one of and
Well,
oh my
they
King
have
Kong.
they have a roller coaster that is very polarizing. Some people love it, a lot of people hate it. George, I think you know which one I'm talking about.
The
Over
Triple
Universal.
R's?
Huh?
Triple R?
Yeah.
Rip Ride Rocket.
Rip
Yeah,
Ride Rocket.
I saw a Rip Ride Rocket, but I never got to go on it.
Yeah.
You're not missing anything.
Oh, so you're in the Rip Ride Rocket needs to go camp.
Nope. Oh. Ugh. The extra loud pounding music doesn't make up for the fact that it's beating the tar out of you.
I like the music, but just I'm not gonna go on that ride.
Now, I've got some credits under my belt that well, they're kind of old. Like kind of credits that you can't get anymore. Like say Shockwave.
Hi, Tina.
Oh, do we have? Oh my gosh, we have. Hey, Tina Marie, welcome in. Oh, and
Hi,
I
Tina.
do have another guest here that just decided to pop in. Let's give a warm welcome to everybody's favorite pirate,
Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi,
Hi, everyone.
Kelly.
How are you? So good to see you.
Kelly, how are you feeling? I know you're under the weather.
I'm good. I didn't want to miss this, so thank you so much.
Oh,
So
are
happy
you-
to see so many great faces. I'm a la flutter. Woo! Right next to Sir Willow.
Kelly.
I may not recover.
Oh,
Now, this is the one that's watching.
And right under Molly, who has an alias name. Are you kidding me
Oh.
right now? Like, yes. I love it. I was like, what?
Breaking news. You heard it here first.
yeah,
Wow.
I love it. I'm like breaking news here. It's
You
amazing.
got all the cool kids, Brian. You've got Jess. You've got Chris, Addie Family Adventures, who is just all these great people. So thanks so much for inviting
I
me.
mean, I was kind of trying to keep George as a surprise for everybody, and I know everybody has some questions for George since he's been doing this for a little while, and he's dealing with poochies. And
New dog.
I'm guessing that's the new puppy.
Yes, that is my daughter's new dog. That is Moo Moo.
Moo Moo.
Moo.
I love it.
Aw.
What kind of puppy is she?
Boxer lab mix, mostly boxer, we think. My daughter picked her up out of a shelter to train her as a service dog.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
Love
nice.
that.
So, Kelly, I'm sure you probably heard backstage. We were kind of talking about some of the coasters that we've all been on, because most of us here are coaster enthusiasts.
Yes.
Now, Kelly, what's your favorite non-Disney roller coaster?
Wait, non-Disney?
Non-Disney.
Absolutely, hands down, the best coaster in Orlando, Hagrid's motorbike ride, 100%. I will say Holiday World has some crazy good coasters there in Southern Indiana. If you haven't been, you need to go. I nearly passed out. They were so exciting, but no, Hagrid's motorbike ride, 100% could ride it all day, every day, and just it makes you believe in magic.
Have you been on Velocicoaster or Iron Gwazi yet?
I have been on Velocicoaster. That is actually one where I did actually like lamely pass out.
Oh my god.
Taylor rode it 12 times in one day. That
Oh.
same day, I rode it once. I literally blacked out. I was like that person. And then came to and was like, this flipping coaster is still going. Ah! I was so scared, like noise. I couldn't breathe. Noise wouldn't come out. And then my daughter Kennedy's just as, you know, I don't know, faint of heart as I am. We both like, and Taylor rode it 12 times. So that's how different daughters can be.
But Taylor wrote it 12 times to impress a boy.
Hey, I don't care if Elvis
Oh,
Presley
God,
himself
Brian.
came back from the dead and was sitting next to me. I don't think I could stay awake.
Oh, yeah.
12 times. George Clooney could be sitting next to me. I may do it for Sir Willow, but other than that, I think I just
Hey, there
could
you go.
not.
We only got it 4 the one day we were there. So.
Right. Now, some of my obscure coaster credits I have: Shockwave from Magic Mountain, the stand-up roller coaster. You remember that one, George?
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah,
It wasn't any better in Texas.
How about the Sarajevo bobsled ride?
Yep. Love that coaster.
I think it was there for like 2 years, and before they shipped it off.
Did they shoot at you?
Oh my god.
Sarajevo.
Yeah, that was back in 1984.
Exactly.
I feel PTSD coming on. Oh my goodness, what is happening?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's a great question, Mike.
Mike,
You
my
got up and go through your hair like Don King.
my hair in Florida generally is a mix somewhere between Ronald McDonald and Don King. So yes.
Ronald McDonald.
Doesn't take a coaster for that.
Oh my gosh.
So I've never rode the Velocicoaster, but my daughter Heaven, she went and sent me lots of videos, and the queue looks amazing just for the ride.
Skip the ride, go in the queue, and then baby out. Be like, I tap out
That's
already.
what I did. I went in the queue ride for Rock and Roll Coaster, and then my heart started pounding so fast. I went, nope, I'm heading straight to the gift shop.
That wasn't
you're
your heart.
under-
That was Aerosmith.
If you're under 5'4", Rock and Roller Coaster is not for you. It is.
It's definitely not for me.
It's like Taylor and I, every time we've ridden it, like we literally have to take out our earrings because we're too short for the thing, and like our head bops around. Just saying, short people, not your ride.
Right.
Aw. But Kelly, they always put good things in small packages, right?
I'm not
Fun
complaining. I'm just saying. It's a good excuse for me to get out of it. People are like, oh, you go upside down and everything. I'm like, I have no idea. I am like praying the rosary with my eyes tightly closed. Are you kidding me?
Next time you come out here, we're going to Magic Mountain.
I went to Magic Mountain. I was like graduating from a high school. It was on a grad trip. And that's the last time I've been.
So you're going to share with us what Magic Mountain is? Because you keep saying this, and it sounds like this one place they used to have down by Kings Island that was like the discount Kings Island called Fantasyland.
That's it. That's exactly what it is.
Magic Mountain would be the Six Flags park just north of Los Angeles.
Okay.
The park with the most roller coasters in the world.
All right.
It's like a direct competitor to Cedar Fair or to Cedar Point, but it's allegedly cheaper.
I don't think they're a direct competitor. I've heard how Six Flags is doing.
It's got more coasters. It has better coasters. That's all it has.
Right.
Cedar Point as a whole is a better park.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. More and more, I'm starting to feel like Six Flags and Cedar Point. They're calling them theme parks. they're more amusement
Mm-mm.
parks than what they are theme
Mhm.
parks.
Exactly.
Yep.
There's no real theming.
No.
I mean, Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, they all have themes to them. Holiday World has theming to it.
Mhm.
But parks like, say, Kings Island or Cedar Point, Valley Fair, don't really see much theming.
No, I don't think Kings Island's had real theming since Paramount owned them.
And
Yeah.
that's the sad thing is many of the Six Flags and Cedar Fair parks used to have theming.
Right.
They used to be very well developed theme parks, and they've just ignored it. And
Yeah, and anymore, I think what's one of the most important things when it comes to rides, and whether it's a roller coaster or anything, is the theming. Like I've said, everybody's always talking about this wanting to pay to skip the line. And I'm like, you're missing the best part, because anymore they do the cues where it's like the story adding up to the ride.
yep.
Now, Jennifer, when are you going to make a plan to come out here to California to catch some of the amazing coasters out here?
I have been trying to do that for years, just haven't been able to work it out. So hopefully in the next year or two, we'll be able to.
I'll tell you what. I have friends that work at Knott's Berry Farm. Kelly has already taken me up on this before. When you come out here, let me know, and I'll swing some tickets to Knott's your way.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah,
No problem.
that would be great. Yeah, I've been wanting to come on out there, but the kids aren't really liking the plane ride, the cross country plane ride. So
Oh, come on. You're going halfway across the country. That's not that bad.
I used to be scared of planes when I was little because we took a trip to Denver, Colorado. But then after that, I was fine with going on a plane.
We have a pro when it comes to planes here. George, you have a friend that helps you out with your flights.
Not anymore. I had a little bit over a year there where I had a friend who was a pilot for one of the airlines, and he put me on as a designated family. And so I got to fly standby for a year, which was amazing. But yep, can't do it anymore. But I got spoiled.
Oh, is he no longer with the airline?
Well, he changed jobs, but he's also got another family member who wanted back on. So I lost my spot.
Gotcha.
It was nice for a year. It was a
Yeah.
fun thing.
Now, for those who don't like to fly, what's your advice since you've
Road
flown
trip.
quite a bit recently?
Yeah.
Get a station wagon and road trip it.
Or you could take a bus.
I've always loved flying from the first time I did it. So I kind of feel bad for people who don't like to fly. But when we are going to California this year, we're road tripping it because of cost. When we come back from our big summer trip and we go to Kings Island, we'll be road tripping at that point. But I love flying. I don't know what to tell people except bring a book to read or something to distract you if you really don't like it. But
Exactly.
I have a blast.
And Molly, they make that stuff for kids that helps them fly.
I think you have to understand the kids I'm talking about are 19 and 20 years old.
Well, it's called
Okay, so
Benadryl. It
this
works
is
on
what-
And
Yeah.
they're 6 foot tall and they get very cramped in the little
Uh-huh.
seats, and it's just very uncomfortable to,
Um,
I mean,
The little
2
bit
hours,
extra that you
2 hours
spend
to
get
Orlando is
the
fine,
leg
but
room. Yep. Work on the tickets, but those 3 to 4 inches of extra leg room you can get for Comfort Plus or whatever they want to call it
Mhm.
makes a huge difference.
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
had thought about that. Problem is we don't book our tickets ahead enough that those seats are usually already taken because
Mm.
there's only so many on the plane. So I got to work that out a
There's
little
always
better.
Southwest. You can jump in the front row. You got plenty of leg room.
True. Very true.
Then you got to fight everybody else in front of you.
Yeah.
But see, what I do is, since I'm legally blind, I have taken advantage of my disability numerous times to get priority boarding.
Yep.
So that
you-
is
you learn
a,
Nice
to work
benefit
it,
that they give disabled people or whatever. So it is a
The
really
worst
nice
part-
benefit.
but
The worst part is once you've flown first class, it kind of ruins the other seats for you. And so I've learned how to work systems and cash in points and stuff that I'm using Comfort Plus or First Class now, and it's huge.
The most comfortable I ever flew was on a cargo plane over the United Kingdom.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just pull a sleeping bag out and just lay down.
Yep.
So-
Oh, yeah.
I've seen people do that on commercial flights.
On commercial-
Oh my god.
Really?
I'm just kidding. Well, not really.
These were commercial flights from other countries, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where they're storing
But,
chickens
you
up
know
in the
what's
top.
crazy to me is like that people actually wear, I don't know, like my parents were kind of older when they had me and they were kind of old school anyway. So like there's certain, like if you're traveling, like we would dress up.
That's
right?
what it was. Yeah,
like
that
you
was
dress
the
up
old
when you
thing, yeah.
travel. People now wear their pajamas and their
Mhm.
filthy, fluffy slippers that they've been, scuffing all over their house in, and then they wear them to it's just disgusting to me.
I agree. It is disgusting because I seen some college students at my school. They wear pajamas at the school.
It's like, what is happening? What is happening? Comb your hair.
Yeah.
I think
Put on some real shoes. I mean, wear Crocs for heaven's sake.
Right? You're not at Walmart. Come on, dress the part.
Yeah, act like you're going to Target. Come on.
Dress for Target.
But I was just in Target today and I saw people in their pajamas. So
Mhm.
At Target?
at Target.
Oh my.
Yeah, it used to be just Walmart, but
Okay,
okay.
April.
Do you want-
Hello.
You wanted a tip? Here you go. This is something that we recently bought. It's an inflatable pillow, but it's got holes in it, so you can put your arms in it. Which means instead of trying to get those neck pillows to work, you can do this.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
And so it's got the hole, so you can also, if you want, put your arms in. You can hold your phone in there. So if you want to play games, and it's really comfortable. It works
Brian,
great with
make
those things.
him big. We need to see this.
Make him
If
big.
only for the
Okay.
imagery of, what's happening here. But who
All right.
invented this? This
Here
is
you
bloody
go.
brilliant.
Here you go, George.
We saw an advertisement on Facebook for it. So it's not blown up. But it's an inflatable pillow that it's got arms on holes on the side, so you can put your arms in. It's got a hole up on top, which is where you would rest your head, like that. And the idea is you put it on your lap table or on your tray or in your lap, and then you just sit down. And you can lean forward, and it holds your head up comfortably. It's a nice pillow. You can breathe through it. It's great. I've used it a couple times now and absolutely love it.
Oh,
That's
my gosh.
amazing. So you find that's better than just resting your head on the shoulder of the stranger next to you?
Sure, why
When it's
not?
blown up, you can put it on the side, lean up against that way.
Because that's usually what I do.
Yeah.
Depends who that stranger is.
Okay.
It depends.
No, I think that's great because my great fear was sleeping on the plane. It's because you see people that put their head back and their mouth is wide open. Like I don't trust people enough to have that happen. So
I like
that's-
window
that's
seats.
A brilliant product.
So that way, if I got a window, I can put this right there if it's blown
Oh
up.
my goodness.
How do you blow that up? Do you just okay.
Just
Okay.
like that.
Just like that.
Or use a bicycle pump or something, right?
So now you're gonna make me blow it up here.
Okay. This definitely needs solo.
The woman we know as Molly is very persuasive.
Of course. Okay,
The artist formerly known as Molly.
Yes.
Blowing up a face pillow.
But see, that
Okay,
was very
this is
easy to blow
amazing.
up. I was worried
Yeah.
how much air it would actually take, but that didn't take long at all.
That was it.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay, George is going to sleep.
And seriously, what an attention grabber. Everybody on the plane's going to be like, what is that guy
I
doing?
want one
What
of
is
those.
happening right now? That is brilliant.
Why does that guy have a torso on his lap?
Well, if I have to tell you, Chris, that's for another show.
Now back to traveling. Since we've tackled the planes, who here has done something ridiculously crazy and taken a Greyhound extended lengths of miles? We've done that.
No.
Are we just talking about getting on a bus?
Getting on a bus.
I didn't have a choice, but I've rode a bus.
I rode on a Greyhound to from. I mean, it's not very far, but it was for our 100 years ago, senior trip to Disneyland and Magic Mountain, unfortunately. But I mean, I thought it was kind of bushy, kind of like exciting. So I have like thought, because it's in so many movies, like it would be kind of cool. Would it be cool to like go very far? I don't know. It seems like it would be, but
it depends on what you're
doing.
It
was nice to go from Phoenix to Anaheim. So 6 hours. It was very exciting.
I've found that you can meet interesting people on the bus, and you can meet interesting people on the bus.
I mean, I don't think it's quite like when you look in the movies and like there's traveling in Africa on a bus with chickens and things like that.
That would be fun too, though.
If on the bus, I would eat them right away because I love chicken.
Live chicken?
Amtrak go to Phoenix?
Jess, they're live. They have feathers.
They're live.
They're squawking.
I know, but
yes, George. Amtrak is another fun way to travel too.
I gotta mute myself. That was the most hilarious thing I've ever heard.
Oh my gosh, Jess, don't eat the chickens with the feathers on, okay? Please.
She's got a hibachi grill.
Yeah,
I think she's frozen.
She got a friend plucking it, preparing it for her.
Yeah.
If you've never been on an Amtrak, I strongly recommend it. If you've yet to do an Amtrak, I strongly recommend it. Because the views that you can get during the day are amazing.
That's a train. Am I?
Yeah.
Were we talking about buses? I'm sorry if I went off.
Travel mode.
No, a train. There's a train that you can do cheaply coast to coast. It's like stupid money. It's like under $300. Like literally. So I want to do this just to say I did.
One of the funniest
anyone
things.
In on it with me?
A YouTuber made a video about a train that I had been riding for years.
Oh yeah.
And she called it a hidden gem.
Yeah.
And I laughed so hard at that YouTube video about the train at Animal Kingdom.
Oh my god.
Kelly.
Okay, take him out. Take him out.
We just found this train.
I am a Disneylander, and I lived in Florida and worked for Walt Disney World for 2 years before I realized there was a train at Animal Kingdom.
When I was little, I didn't even know there was a train at Animal Kingdom.
I will say the best part about don't get off. Just stay on the train. The train is fun. Once you get off, it's like all this like conservation, animals, but
the petting zoo is there.
You are
the petting zoo, yeah.
Okay, you're at Animal Kingdom. Ain't nobody got time for a petting zoo with some farm animals. Stay on the train.
No, that smell in the Florida heat, forget that.
Like honestly, it's
really interesting if you go in there and they're examining an animal too when you go inside.
It's ew. It's frightening. There's like snakes and lizards and just bugs.
Like,
I got
I don't like
snakes.
cockroaches.
Just go.
It's just so ew.
I'm with you, Kelly.
Don't get off the train. Just stay on the train. Off the train, not so fun. Just saying.
Now,
And you paid lots of money for this ticket. Do not waste your time getting a goat.
It's a zoo. It's a zoo.
I love it.
Oh my
It's a
god.
zoo.
We don't need a
sorry,
stinking petting
George.
zoo. Nope. We don't need that stinking
Ain't
smell
nobody
in
got
that
time for
Florida
that.
heat.
Go ride
Nope.
Everest. Make it worth your money.
oh my gosh.
Kelly,
I-
just skip
I
Animal
would-
Kingdom altogether and just ride the Jungle Cruise. You'll probably be better off.
Actually,
I
in
never
Florida,
rode the
favorite
Jungle
park.
Cruise
Love
before,
Animal
but
Kingdom.
it's a lot of fun.
You know, I got to ride Kilimanjaro Safari with my girlfriend Jennifer, and
Oh, I went on it in 2017 with my camp. It was a lot of fun.
well, the look on her face in the picture was absolutely priceless. She was not having fun on that ride, but she's not a coaster person at all, and I loved that ride. I was having a blast with it. But George has a really cool story about Expedition Everest.
I thought we were talking about Kilimanjaro Safari.
Yeah, now I'm
like,
What are we talking about?
I was like, that is not a coaster.
Yeah, but
That is not a coaster.
No, the safari is just a great place to see the animals.
I had a friend who was one of the maintenance guys on the trucks on the safari, and he had quite a few interesting stories to tell about trucks breaking down out in the middle there. And
that is my fear. My fear is that the truck will break down. It's all fun and games when you're, protected in this thing. But then what happens?
They only had it at the lion pen once.
I actually got gone on that ride. It was last summer and it was raining. And the only thing I didn't like was the bridge part because the bridge was so wobbly. I was afraid that I was gonna fall.
Mm-hmm.
The bridge doesn't even work most of the time anymore.
Yeah.
But that used to be part of the story.
Yep.
That they used to do it.
Back when you had to save Red from the poachers.
Yes.
I heard that
No, not you.
the lion up on the Pride Rock, that the only reason he's not like jumping down after all the other animals is there's such a wide gorge
Yes.
between him and the
Well, there's actually something even more there that keeps the lions up top.
an air conditioner.
Yes. Yeah, the lions originally were from Oregon, and to get them to come outside, they actually have air conditioning flues in the rocks.
Oh wow.
And the lions are laying on the air
I didn't know
conditioning.
I did not know that.
This is why you have George come. That is amazing.
I think also that's pretty neat that they do is they have those camouflage feeders out there for the animals where it looks like maybe like a downed tree and it's just a feeder on the backside.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. I will backstage. I'll tell you maybe if you want to know. I mean, you never know when you're on Kilimanjaro Safari what you're going to see. So it's different every time.
That's what happens when you have live
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah.
For
And
me,
then-
Here in
a
this,
couple
let's
years
just
ago.
say in the springtime, and I learned that something very interesting about male zebras. So anyway,
Oh, I can tell you some stories about rhinos and scimitar horned oryx during spring.
welcome in my friend Anastasia.
and Funnel
I've
Queen.
known this
What a
girl for
cool
years.
name.
Yes, I worked with her over at Log Ride Funnel at Knott's Berry Farm.
How awesome.
So April's asking, why was the story changed? Various rumors as to why, but basically, I think people got tired of the overkill conservation bit on it.
It was the Fern Gully era, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's just go with what the reason why they're changing everything. Cultural sensitivity.
Yeah. PC.
Political correctness, the enemy of true entertainment.
They were afraid someday there'd be elephants visiting the park.
Oh yeah.
don't even get me started with what they're doing to my redheaded friends. Jessica Rabbit and Pirate Red. Totally.
Okay,
totally
I hear
unokay.
a rant coming on.
No.
Uh-oh.
But let's
I
hear
hear
your
a rant
Expedition
coming.
Everest
Kelly?
story now.
All yours.
Well,
All yours,
Good.
Kelly.
hello.
Where to
Took me off beat.
start with that? Okay, so when Expedition Everest was opening, I was part of the Florida Coaster Club, and they were filming all the big media days. And one of the things that the Florida Coaster Club did when they opened a new big ride in Florida is we would go fill in all the empty seats, so that way you had smiling, happy people riding the rides. So
Wow.
we had a friend who had a contact with the media groups at Disney, and so we got invited out to do Expedition Everest for one day. And they were filming the DVD footage and stuff like that for that day. But we got invited out, so we got to ride. My kids, actually, because my kids were adorable and amazing looking, they actually pulled them first and put them on the second row of the ride. So if you can go back and look at the DVD when they first released all the Expedition Everest, my son's head peeks out just a little bit on the
Aw,
footage.
I love
But we got to go
that.
into the park free. They gave us free tickets to come back for another day. We filmed in the morning and we were done by 11, and we had the run of the park the rest of the day. Like, sweet.
That's awesome. That is an
Nice.
awesome story.
That's like the ultimate preview for a ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I love that.
speaking
is
of
amazing.
previews, has anybody gotten to do a preview of either a big game ride or a park or anything like that before?
Yes.
No.
Nope.
I didn't
No?
get. Well, I guess it wasn't a park, but I mean, I got to go into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge like 2 weeks early.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, I did that.
Very
at
nice.
Disneyland.
I did as well.
Kelly may have been there the same day I was.
I think we were actually, but I don't think we knew each other that well
Yeah.
yet. But yeah, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge cast preview. Really, really cool to experience with my daughter. And then also Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Got to experience that with Taylor as well. So it was pretty cool. Felt like, cool beans.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Me too.
remember when my mom and I first checked out Star Wars Galaxy Edge. This was in April of last year. Oh my god, it felt like I was in the actual Star
Mhm.
Wars movie.
There were a few of us that cried when we saw the Millennium Falcon.
It was like
No.
seeing Cinderella's castle for the first time.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Honestly, George, I am a Star Wars fan, not a fanatic. Don't ask me what planet they're on or what the boat's called or whatever.
I'm not even
but
gonna ask.
I am a fan. But oh my gosh, seeing the Millennium Falcon in person,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
totally teared up. And then when
Mhm.
you get to pull that lever that puts you into hyperspace light speed. Are you flipping kidding me right now?
Mhm.
Like
Yep.
everybody's all a go about, everything else. But no, I feel like that is the best ride in Galaxy's Edge. Just 'cause
I
it's
agree.
so
My mom
flippin'
didn't
awesome.
like. My mom, my dad, and my sister didn't like it, but I was the only one that loved it.
And
I love it. I love it every
Love it.
time. I like to be the gunner because all you have to do is shoot things.
You don't even have to
But
push it, just hold the
I
button.
was
You
the gunner
literally.
one. No, I was the co-pilot.
I would not suggest, if you're not a pilot or you're not into video games at all, to ever be pilot. I did not know, true story, that you could actually owe money at the, how you get credits, you get coaxium, and
Oh
all of
my
this.
god!
I had ridden it many times, but I'd like to ask to be gunner. I've been the architect or whatever it's called, engineer in the back.
You
But-
poor engineers.
I was with this family from Ohio, and I was put as co-pilot, and husband may or may not have been screaming at me the entire time. And then we entered, it was over, and we owed money. Like we got no credits. Because I mean, a man obviously engineered the airplanes. You pull up to go down and you go down to go up. What the heck is that? You go right to go left, you go left to go right. What is happening right now? Clearly, we need a female engineer to do this. But I walked them down to the cast member at the front, said, please, can they go back on? I ruined their entire vacation. And they walked them back up and let them rewrite the ride.
Nice.
But they were not happy at me. Not happy at me.
Ouch.
You can owe money if you are truly terrible at flying a plane.
Okay, so you got to think about this. You said you got to pull down to go up.
Yes.
Isn't that something
right.
with a
No.
pilot? What is
Think
happening?
if you're a pilot and you're going up, pushing forward as a plane is going up is not going to be easy. So
No,
you pull
it's not
back
easy at
because
all.
force is pulling you back.
That doesn't make any sense at all,
It
Chris.
does make
I'm
sense.
so sorry. If you want to go up, you go up. If you want to go down, you go
Down,
down.
then
If
you
wanna
go down.
right, you go right. If you want to go, that only makes sense
It's
because you're a
different.
man.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't that like when you're on the Dumbo ride and you want to fly and you want to go up, you lift it up. If you want to go down, you go down.
Go down,
It's
you
real
go
easy.
down.
But
Also
the
known
double
as
ride is
Molly,
different.
Piloting's
that
different.
It's not
that is
simulating real
logic.
flight.
Logic.
But what's you take into account,
That-
though, is
They would really have a hard time in the plane when they realize on the ground you steer it with your feet.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God.
When you pull back on the stick, what you're doing
What
is
is happening right now?
you're down so that it can go up. Does that make sense?
I just,
What?
y'all, if we're ever in a plane and I am the only person conscious to fly the
We
plane,
all blame
pick
Brian.
an unconscious person because that we're not landing.
This sounds like physics. That's too much
If
like
that, if
school.
that ever
So-
happens, then it's all Brian's fault.
Okay, blame it all on me. Fine.
No, but no, this man, it was hilarious because it was pretty soon after Galaxy's Edge had opened. And they had traveled from Ohio just for this Star Wars loving dad to ride this ride. I ruined it. He was screaming obscenities. We need to go up. We need to go up. Go up. Go up.
And what do you do? You push
I'm like,
your yoke
I am
forward.
pulling up, sir. I am pulling. I am Chewbacca. Could you just lay back here for a second?
Well, I mean, the only reason why you would owe credits at the end is because you crashed over.
Oh no! We were just. It was the worst ride ever, to be honest. It was just a lot of crashing. No coaxium. It was just crashing.
I lied to my parents and my sister, and I told them it's the same thing as a Buzz Lightyear ride. When the ride was over, they were looking at me, and their faces turned red.
Oh, that is
Okay,
funny.
I'm assuming that not everybody here has attempted Chewy mode.
No.
No.
I never did the Chewy mode. I was gonna try and do it, but
I've heard about it, seen a video, but no.
I heard about it too.
But if you do that, you need 6 people to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need all 6 that are on board with doing Chewy mode.
Now, what was funny is when I went and we were standing there, on inside the cabin area of the Millennium Falcon, and we were waiting for our turn. I'm standing there with my daughter and her 2 roommates. And I said, they take people this way and then they take people through where you would actually go up to the cockpit, right? Mm-hmm. But I said, if you go that way, they have the area where Princess Leia and Han Solo shared their first kiss. And my daughter's roommate says, how do I get to do that?
Oh my God.
If she finds out, let me know.
Do you know how old Harrison Ford is?
Yeah, is he like 90?
I don't think he's that old.
Yeah, something like that.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Last
Amy's
week,
here too. Hi,
last
Amy.
week when I was
The
really sick,
incomparable Tinkerbell, Debbie Bernfeld. Welcome in, my friend. And Debbie, you're never late. You always show up right when you need to. Now,
I'm never late.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
and Amy, AGC Magic. There
Love
you
her.
are. Welcome in. She's amazing.
Yes,
Now
he
the-
is amazing.
Oh, Anastasia, I mentioned Windjammer earlier. I believe I called it Head Slammer. Now, the best cast member preview I ever got to do was before DCA opened to the general public. I'm telling you, Soaring Over California, you all know it, you all love it. 180-minute wait. No
Whoa.
fast pass. Only cast members and their families. And everybody was giving it a round of applause when they got off. 3-hour wait, and they didn't mind. How impressive of an attraction is that, to have that kind of reaction with that intense wait?
You know, a Soarin' in DCA usually has a huge wait, and I think Soarin' Over California is the version that is there now. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's very
I
the better version.
absolutely love that version. It's far superior. Love it so much. It's definitely it's worth it. I love that.
I think Soarin' there at Epcot, I think they should take a page from Star Tours.
I
And
agree.
have it where it's random, whether it's going to be soaring around the world or soaring over California.
Or at least split it and do
another
one theater of the world and one theater California.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Bingo.
That's a good one.
I kind of feel like I like the one at Disney World very much. It's very enjoyable, but it feels weird. Like I feel like you should go to the Disney parks around the world. Does anybody else feel like that? Every time I go, I feel like
Let's see. The
where's
Eiffel Tower.
California? Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like, take us to the parks around the world, or start in Disney World and end in Disneyland, or I don't know. I just feel weird about it. It's just me, probably.
Now,
So
now
you're
George has probably the coolest Soaring Around the World t-shirt I've ever seen.
Oh, make the Eiffel Tower straight again.
Yeah. It's a bender.
Yeah, I had a friend send that to me. The best cast preview I did, and through the coaster clubs, I got to open up a bunch of coasters and media day and stuff. The most fun cast preview I had was actually a warm up for Mickey's Not So Scary. And they wanted to practice the parade, let all the performers get the parade routine down. So after the park closed one night, they filled Main Street with all these cast members who just gotten off of work and brought the parade for Not So Scary down.
Oh, that's so cool.
You want to talk about a bunch of ridiculous, enthusiastic, screaming maniac people watching the parade. We had a ball.
I love
it was
that.
the year that Captain Jack Sparrow debuted. And everybody went nuts when he came down the street.
Love that. Oh, my goodness.
People were going nuts when Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party came back after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Best Disney parade, in my opinion.
They
Very
were also
cool.
going nuts when Magic Happens return in California, because it was supposed to return on Friday last week, but it returned on Sunday because of the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have
Crazy weather.
We have on the screen here a few former cast members that have worked in the parks. Myself, Kelly, and George. And Kelly, I know you have at least one absolutely ridiculously crazy story. What's your favorite?
I'm sorry, I was reading Funnel Queen's question. I can't read and hear at the same time. Apologize. Was that a cast story?
Yes. What's your absolute craziest cast member?
Oh my goodness! I just I want to follow George, but I mean I just have so many because I worked for Disney Vacation Club during the shutdowns.
Oh.
when no one knew what to do with that. So Disney didn't know what to do with that. They didn't know when they were reopening. they didn't know what they were doing with people's points. They didn't know what they were doing with people's vacations. So that was a very interesting time where I had to learn to be called many, many things. But I'm happy by nature. I'm cheap by nature, so I did not want these people losing their points or losing those opportunities to make magical memories with their families. So I really did spend a lot of time and didn't care about my metrics to try and do what I could. But it was a crazy time. But I think working in the parks was just every day was amazing. And the ability that Disney gives you to make magic, no matter what your role is in the park, to make magic for people. But I've told this story before, but it was probably one of the most heartbreaking and the happiest. It was this kind of I'm elderly probably, but this elderly couple that came in, and it was the opening date of Galaxy's Edge in California. I was in the Emporium at Magic Kingdom, and they had their reservations to go to Galaxy's Edge, and they had whatever they were doing, and I had to be the bearer of bad news that the park was opening in California, not at Magic Kingdom. So they were looking for Galaxy's Edge in Magic Kingdom,
which is in Hollywood Studios,
right?
But it wasn't even open yet. Opening day at Disneyland.
Yeah,
Disney World isn't in this park either.
So there was a whole lot of misunderstanding there. So I walked them over to guest services. We got them, a bunch of stuff. We got them a bunch of Star Wars merchandise in the Emporium, and hopefully made it a very happy day for them. Awesome. So, but it was so heartbreaking with them. Their little gray hair, and their little Star Wars outfits, and they were all ready, and it was just adorable and heartbreaking and wonderful at the same time, because they were so happy by the end of it, and so anyway.
See, and that's the kind of people they need to be calling and offering them a free stay at the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruise.
I agree.
Well, when I went over to guest services, we did get them some vouchers to for park passes, and got them some great merch, and it was great. It was a great ending.
Great recovery. Now, George, I was noticing that look when Kelly mentioned they're all dressed up as Star Wars characters. I think you were getting a flashback of one of your favorite guests that used to.
Oh, good. I mean, where do I even go with some of them? Probably the craziest one. If y'all remember Star Wars Weekends at Hollywood Studios, I miss Star Wars Weekends. But we had a regular guest. She had actually changed her name, I think, legally to Linda Skywalker. And she walked around with lightsabers and a Jedi outfit, carrying a briefcase or a suitcase, rolling suitcase, with her name splashed all over it, and stalking Luke, following him around the park.
George, I asked you kindly not to share this story about me, but since you're I'm just kidding. No, okay. So wow.
And she was a sweet lady. She really was. She was nice, but it was one of those that the elevator didn't quite make it to the top.
I wonder if she had any.
She was a little spaced out.
Yeah.
I wonder if she had any clue.
Oh no.
That
he had a good nap.
Yeah, but I wonder if she had
rest,
any clue that the man that she was stalking might not have actually been into her.
I know it at least once. I know he was married. Yeah, it was. Disney gets a lot of great people, but it definitely attracts a few characters here and there.
Yeah, you think?
I agree.
We had the one
But
guy.
it
that we
also
went to-
attracts crowd because
Yeah,
Disney is
we had
always
one-
packed.
a regular guest, Disney in Florida, 90 degrees, humid, and he's wearing a big long duster coat covered with pins. And I mean, and he was there, every other week or so. That coat must have weighed 75 pounds with all those pins. And then the
Wow.
heat and
Well, I'm telling you, I have carried Taylor's pin trading bags and like a pack mule, and those things are flipping heavy.
Mm-hmm.
we had him.
Oh my god.
There was the Disney tattoo guy that literally neck to bottom of his feet covered in Disney tattoos. Typically wore a tank top and shirt and shorts. And he liked to pull his shirt up to show the Donald tattoo on his chest that he could make look like he was posing.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Was he single? Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, but his button was tattooed. It said I'm available on.
Yes. You know,
Yeah,
the sad part. Can we just talk about this? Is how sad my life has become. I wore this every day in February. Not one taker. Not one person said, "Really now?" No. I had people run away, but no one.
Okay,
took
so
me up on
Kelly,
it.
I'll make you feel a little better. Okay, back when I was in high school, junior high. Okay, this is how much out of it I was. I was actually a member of a teen square dance club. Okay,
That is so cute.
not making it up. The River City Rebels. And I had such a hard time. We wore a white vest with a red shirt and buttons and pins. I had such a hard time getting people to dance with me. I actually had a badge name made up for me that said in big letters, "Help me," and below,
Oh my
"Find a
God.
partner."
That
didn't help.
is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. That is
Awesome.
very sweet. The girl outfits for the square dancing, so cute.
Mhm.
Like I'm a little
Petticoats
sad I
and
never
stuff.
did that. Other than, did you guys? I mean, maybe not Jess, but do you remember having to learn square dancing in PE? Was it just me?
No,
Like
no, we didn't do that.
maybe just in Southern Indiana, we need to learn it in PE. But yes.
That close to Kentucky. That's why.
Yes. Just cross the Ohio River from Owensboro.
Left element, pass through, square through. Yeah, I still.
I love that though. I'm really sad, and I'm sorry. This is going on it's therapy right now. I was
Hi,
really
Anthony.
sad that my parents didn't put me in Irish dancing as a small child. Like I'm not over it because that dancing is very cute. Like,
River
how did I
dancing?
not learn this? Yes, like
Flogging is
like
what
I
we
see
call it.
like all these other little Irish Catholic girls, they know how to do it, and I was like missing out. Like, what were my parents thinking?
Oh my God.
Maybe you had,
Hi, Anthony.
maybe you
Hi,
had
Anthony.
The Mower Man, this guy has an absolutely amazing talent. He was
With his
on.
mouth.
He auditioned for America's Got Talent, and God love him. I think they gave him a few X's, but he really should have gone on because this guy, he does the most amazing sounds coming out of his mouth, and he can pretty much mimic just about any song out there. Amazing guy, good guy.
You need to have him on, interview him. We need
Yeah.
to know, how did this happen? Like, what? How did he discover said talent with his mouth?
Anthony, if you're in here, you have me on
We
Instagram.
need to
Message
know.
me when you want to come in on a Friday. Love to have you on.
He
So-
also
Okay,
has his
have
own
to
match
do this
game.
Square dancing in PE too. So
Oh yeah. Now, I know it's been over an hour already,
Yeah.
and we all have some interesting things that we're doing in the coming week. I know, Jess, you are going up to Orlando.
Yep,
So make sure you have a lot of fun.
I will. I'll be uploading a lot of vlogs.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
Now, George, what do you have planned for this coming week? I know you have a
I'm
debate.
trying to think. Let's see. I'm working. I'm working at a meeting, but then I'm working some more. Oh, I do have a live stream Monday night where we're going to turn into real coaster nerds and argue over whether certain rides are roller coasters or not.
That'll be fun.
That would be
That
really
is going to be amazing. So I'm
Thank you,
sure that your
April.
team Slinky Dog is a roller coaster.
Oh, Slinky Dog's a roller coaster. Nobody doubts that. Superman: The Escape at Magic Mountain. Is it a roller coaster?
Is it a roller coaster or is it a or is it a drop tower?
Yep. Or if you remember the old drop towers that would take you up the tower, and then when you dropped, you would actually slide down. It's okay. You
Like
might
free
get it the
fall.
right way. You'd slide
Free fall,
down.
that's one.
And there's people that argue whether that's a roller coaster or not. So
That's going to be awesomely fun.
That's a great topic. Amazing topic. And of course, I know you're doing another confessions video up for Thursday, right?
Yep. Right now, it's going to be not necessarily conventions. It'll be stuff to do around Branson, Missouri that people don't know about. That's the plan. And then we'll kind of see from there. I've got a few things in the works.
Awesome. And any mods in chat? You want to pop up Sir Willow's channel there for us all? Now, Chris, I know you're doing Disney update on Monday.
Yeah. Yep.
And Top Banana Trivia. What's the topic for Top Banana Trivia this week?
Just plain trivia, random trivia.
Just general trivia.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
Miss Jennifer, what are you doing this coming week?
I mean,
You just see me in all the chats. I never know when I'm going to be on a somebody's stream, so it's a surprise.
Well, I'm glad you agreed to come on with me. It's been a great time tonight. Absolutely a blast.
Thank you.
can I also on the second channel on Wednesday, I'm reacting to the first version of Journey into Imagination with a certain redhead. So
who is she?
who is she?
What? Who is this redhead that you're reacting with other than me? No, that was super
Was
fun.
it that late we recorded that?
No, and I was so sick. But I was like, I cannot not do this with Chris. So but it was super fun. And we did another one, Spectral
that one came
Magic.
out
That's already
this Wednesday.
live on Chris's channel. That was really cool beans. A little bit, psychedelic, but it was like a little mismatch. Really great parade, really fun. So go check out Chris. Awesome channel.
Yeah, Chris is a blast. He does.
Oh,
Yep. Retro
Love it.
magic.
How cool is that?
Nice.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
had a viewer send here. Hold that up again. I had a viewer send me that.
I love it.
That's so cool.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay, and Miss Kelly, I know you usually like to do your spilling the Disney tea on Sundays. Are you going to be doing that tomorrow on Sunday night, or are you
Sunday
taking
night,
another
we
day
are
off?
going to spill the Disney tea. I don't have a topic yet. I'm going to put the stream up. I'm going to invite some friends on. So if anybody'd like to come on, I'd love to have you. And I've been very intentionally for 2023 spending time with my kiddos on little adventures and really being intentional with our time together. So I do have some of those vlogs coming up. And but Sunday I'm back to spill the Disney tea. So excited about that. Taylor has told me I can't do adventures this week because I'm sick. So I thought I'd like to hang out with my friends and have some fun. So yeah,
Of course,
super
any
excited about
mods want to put Kelly's channel up here, and that said, it has been an absolute blast. Absolutely love hanging out with my friends here.
all these fun people.
You are
Yes,
all,
it was a lot of fun.
oh yeah, you're all welcome back. And George, thank you again for surprising my guests, my other guests here, because I know Kelly kind of has a little bit of an infatuation with you, but that's okay.
Just don't tell my wife.
Wow.
But we all have fun with just kind of goofing off and just having a good old time talking coasters, talking Disney. I mean, what better way to spend a Friday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yep.
And no alcohol either. Amazing. Oh, I don't know what Jess is drinking, but
Yeah.
I wish we had alcohol tonight.
And sweet tea.
I did not expect that.
I have
Where did
water.
that come from?
I have NyQuil, but wow, Jess, wow.
I'm 22. I'll be 23 next month.
I'm a little
really?
older than
I
that.
thought you were
Yeah.
18. Okay.
You know,
All right.
Ryan.
Just because
I'll
I'm drinking out of a
give you-
McDonald's cup doesn't mean there's not rum in there.
there
Exactly.
should always be rum in there. Yo ho.
Who drank all the rum?
Yeah.
Why is the rum always gone?
But I want to thank you, everybody in chat, for stopping by, hanging out. We all had a blast tonight. Come back, and Anthony, the Molar Man, if you're still in there, I'd love to have you on one of these nights. Been a great time with you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and come back next week. We're going to have a lot more fun. Thank you all, and God bless.
Bye, everyone. Have a great night.